All week long, we've been talking about Daniel. We've been talking about the gospel according to Daniel and the way that he was able to stand firm in his convictions and still love, honor, and serve other people, even his enemies, even people who were putting him in exile, even those who were, I don't want to say being mean to him, but being ungodly, being unkind, being unjust. I was thinking of Daniel 3:16 through 18, and this is Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They replied to him, King Nebuchadnezzar, "We do not need to defend ourselves before you in this matter. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to save us. He will rescue us from your power, your Majesty." See, we are able to love, honor, and serve people and stand by our convictions when we trust in the goodness of God. When we trust in his sovereignty, we trust in his control. Because our trust in God is deeply rooted, because our faith is deeply rooted in the things that God has done, in the way that God has demonstrated himself faithful in the past, in the way that he demonstrates himself faithful to us today, we can be firm that he is going to continue to do so. We have long histories of God's faithfulness to us. And one of the things that I just always encourage people to do is to spend time, get out a notepad, maybe you write it on your phone, and just write down all of the ways that God has been faithful to you. And then when you are struggling, when you are in the midst of hardship, when you are having circumstances that you don't understand, what you can do is you can pull out that piece of paper and you can look at how God has been faithful. And then you'll see how God is being faithful to you even amidst the circumstance that you're facing today. And then when you're done with that circumstance, when God has shown himself faithful, you can just add that to the list. And one of the things we talked about in our Tuesday small group was just a body of evidence. That God has provided a body of evidence. There's a history of evidence of God's goodness and faithfulness. And we can know and we can trust that he is going to be faithful to us today. So, make a list. Do it. Do it today. Make a list of all of the ways that God has been faithful. And when you are feeling pressed, when you are feeling the weight of hardships and circumstances and realities, you can look at that and you can praise God for his goodness and his faithfulness. I've loved going through the Gospel of Daniel with you. And I look forward to spending more time with you as we just do these daily videos. Love you, praying with you, praying for you. Hope you have a super Black Friday. Bye.